On this week's episode, we talk about Mexican Wednesday, Fallout, a gentleman in Moscow, baby reindeer, the man behind the viral dress goes to jail. It's the white and gold one, not the blue and black one. Drake and Kendrick Lamar's drama finally ends, or did it? We'll find out, give it another week. There'll probably be 6 more songs. And then on this week's Am I the Asshole, is it okay to Photoshop your photos? We'd like to thank our supporters, Mark Stadler, Kylie Gangwish, Colby Jordan, Chantel Stadler, Kevin Garahan, Andres Valles, Colton Zamersla, Pantera Girl, and Adam Pacino. Enjoy.
I ain't scared of you motherfuckers. I'm on it.
Hey, Freak Show! You're going nowhere!
We'll do it live! Fuck it!
Welcome back, kids and coaches, to another episode of West of Nowhere. I am Levi.
And I'm Shane.
Yeah, and this one goes out to the mamas. It's Mother's Day, baby.
Yeah. Mamas. And
babies, mamas. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. You know how it is. We gotta represent Outcasts wherever we can, wherever possible.
Mm-hmm.
As the good Lord intended.
It's in there somewhere.
Also, what an eventful weekend. We had Mother's Day. The whole fucking sky was on fire for like 2 days in a row. So that
don't forget Mexican Mother's Day.
When is that?
That was Friday.
Oh.
Friday was Mexican Mother's Day.
None of my mothers are Mexican, so
I know.
I don't celebrate that. But
so
I don't celebrate proper Mother's Day either.
So here's what happened.
All right.
I was at work, and one of the guys that works for me, his name's he's Hispanic. I won't use his name, but he's Hispanic,
okay,
and he
fair.
was talking to the supervisor about how it was Mexican Mother's Day, and I thought he said it was Mexican Wednesday, and I was so confused. I was so confused because I was like, it's Friday, and I was like, hey. Why is it Mexican Wednesday, dude? And he was like, I said it was Mexican Mother's Day. Well, the rest of the guys just thought that was the shit.
Funny, yeah. Well, it is.
So, for the rest of the day, one of them would walk in and go, "Hey, it's Mexican Wednesday?" Like straight faced out of nowhere for the rest of for 8 straight hours. I had one of the like 4 guys that work for me on that shift just every single time.
And it's crazy because it feels like a Friday right now, but really it's Mexican Wednesday, and I think we need to.
Yep.
That's fantastic. Oh my god, I love that so much.
To further that, there was a new check-in that came in, and his last name.
Oh boy.
This new check-in, he was an airframer, but he comes in the door to ask us for something, and my guy, who is Hispanic, goes, Are you Mexican? He goes, yeah, I am, but I'm from like Michigan. And he goes, do you know what today is? And he goes, it's Friday. And we were like, no. And we were like, if you get this right, you can have a taco, because we sent someone on a taco to Taco Bell, and we got like a shit ton of soft tacos.
Because it's Mexican Wednesday.
Because it's Mexican Wednesday, obviously. This dude had no clue that it was Mexican Mother's Day or anything.
Yeah.
So he was like, you can't have a taco, get out.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Oh my god, I love it. I love like when a whole like group will just like take something and run with it like that. Like there's that, like those things make working in some places just way better.
Yes.
But yeah. Well, let's get into the fucking comment section. There's actually not a whole lot, which is good because I got stuff I want to talk about. So, Kylie, starting us off right, she says, I don't know what you're talking about, but I think it's I think that's a great Patreon episode, is where you guys talk shit on our comments. There you go. We could just do what we normally do. Well, here's the thing, though, is like, are we supposed to go back through and like talk shit on? Because we're already reading all the comments, so it's like,
yeah. I mean, we could go back. We could go back to like the first. We could start at the first episode and just like see how far we get.
Yeah, that would be kind of funny. And then, and we can try and see without listening to the episode if we can remember what the comment is pertaining to.
Yeah.
That would be fun. The next comment, Kylie says, "Oh my god, that's insane about the Navy porn. Weird but kind of impressive." She quoted, I think you said that.
Yeah, I think I said that.
Yeah, if you don't remember or if you didn't listen to that episode, go back and listen to it, because it's kind of an interesting story. It's super weird, super creepy, obviously, but... and then she got mad because I made fun of her and her synopsis reading. She says, "Me and my synopsis reading have saved me countless hours of crappy movie watching." And I could not disagree more, because here's the problem. Is, yes, there are creepy movies out there, but you are missing out on laughing your ass off watching this crappy movie. Like, that is so much fun for me. I can't even, describe... Like, even when I'm by myself, I'll just talk shit. But, you've been with me watching movies. I will just roast it. If there's, some shit that I think is funny, I'll just say it. But... crappy movies, when I was in Fallon, we used to get together, and every Friday we'd go to... It was always somebody else would host. We'd go to different barracks rooms, and we'd find... the shittiest movie you could find on Netflix, because that was back in the day when Netflix was kind of just threw everything up there, and they didn't have we're trying to get people to watch it, it's just fucking put your movie on here. And so we ended up coming across some fucking crazy movies. There was one called the Cataclysmic Catechism. And it's these two fucking priests who are camping in the woods, and then these fucking vampire chicks come upon them. And they're not like normal vampires where they suck your blood. They play ultrasonic music at you and steal your soul that way or something like that.
Okay.
But it's very shitty budget, very very bad acting. So much fun. And now the only place you can find some movies like that is you can find some of them on Amazon if you dig enough, but I've noticed there's I think it's Vudu, VUDU. It's a Fandango spin-off app.
Yeah.
And there's a bunch of shitty movies on there, and every now and then I'll have myself a little edible action, and I'll just pop a shitty movie on and just have a good time,
Yeah.
So
wow. I'm so jealous of you.
Yeah, Kylie, you're wrong about this. As usual, you are incorrect about things, so it's okay.
How does it feel to never be right?
Yeah, nerd.
Okay. Yeah.
Happy Mother's Day. She says, "I totally understand the am I the asshole point of view. I'd agree. I'd like to see him try." That's about the dad, right?
Yeah, the one who was they separated, or they got divorced, and the daughter now wants you, and the mom reached out. Yeah.
Yep. I did have a conversation with somebody about that, and they had a similar situation in their life, and they said that this guy, the guy in the Reddit, was absolutely the asshole. It was just and they told me that the verbiage was very identical to what the guy in the Reddit said too. I'm a terrible person. I don't want to make your life blah blah blah. Basically trying to shrug off any responsibility and self-deprecating at the same time. But yeah. Huh. So anyway, and then Pantera Girl says, "I already said this, but hope your knee feels better." Your knee. Yeah. Hope your knee's better soon. My knee is great. The swelling's gone down. It almost looks like the other leg again, so that's cool. But I was telling Shane this before the podcast started. My calf has lost density, so now I'm half peg leg, basically. That's what's going on. So it's fun. It's a good time.
Everything's fine.
Yeah, we're living great life right now. We're having fun. So Pantera Girl continues. She says, I've read a lot of comments about the bear versus man, and I'm continually surprised at the amount of men who completely miss the point. And I'd love to tell you that I had the conversation about it on the show and left it at that, but maybe I got into a few Facebook arguments about it. trying to educate some dudes, but it did not work as well as I had hoped. But I was in the trenches, man. I'm like, you guys are not fucking, like, I was trying to be helpful, trying to paint a picture, and they just didn't want to listen. They're like, dude, it's fucking, it's a bear, dude. It's scary, obviously.
I'm so glad she commented that, because I came across this post last night of this older guy that I know. He was in the Navy. He retired. He's a good dude. Yeah. Or at least he was good to me. But some of his ideas are like what he thinks.
A little out there.
I think he posts shit to piss people off. I think he's a troll. He's an old internet troll.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna read this post because this shit is crazy.
All right.
He goes, I've been seeing this TikTok thing where they ask women if they'd rather be with a man or in the forest with a bear. The women overwhelmingly choose to go in the forest with a bear because men are apparently toxic and horrible people. I wholeheartedly agree with the women that choose the bear. It's a win-win-win situation. The bear gets a meal, the woman is believed to be the victim, and the man isn't falsely accused of rape. I was like, that's a lot.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
Like,
yeah, the directions of like where this has been spun into, like who's the real victim in this thought experiment is kind of not really alarming, because I'm not really surprised by it because it makes sense, but it's like, okay, cool. But yeah, Kylie responded to Pantera Girl's comment saying, I agree. They are so delusional with the nice guy attitude in some posts I've seen. It just solidifies the meme and the thought experiment behind it. I also saw a woman post a video of her and her friend out hiking where they did in fact come upon a grizzly bear, and they were doing the proper be loud so you don't surprise it method, and the bear ran off. So yeah, LOL. Which, again, I feel like, and I'm going to tie this into another controversial opinion that we've had on the show.
Yeah.
But the dudes that are like automatically like, this bear is going to fucking eat your face off and this and that, whatever, immediately, like, I feel like people get locked into like a media depiction of what certain animals are.
That's fair, yeah.
Because not every bear is the cocaine bear. Not every bear is the bear from The Revenant. You know what I mean? And I saw a video where a guy broke down statistics of like amount of solo hikers in bear like zones and like the amount of attacks versus how many hikers there are out each year. Because the big thing was people going, well, yeah, there's less bears than there are dudes, and it's like, that's a shitty argument. Like,
yeah.
Like, what the fuck? So he like broke it down into a statistical way, and it basically just made me think that there's people who forget how there are ways that animals just kind of behave in general. And yeah, obviously we're gonna see the news story about the bear mauling somebody, but that happens very seldomly, but we see it because they put it up in our face because it's a tragic story.
Yeah.
But, there was like 4 fatal bear attacks in the last 10 years or some shit like that, and hiking is a very popular pastime. Like, it's not like nobody's going into the woods. People are always in the woods, like it seems like. And wouldn't you know it, there's more women killed in the woods by dudes. In the woods already. Like even, I don't know. Anyway, so what I was thinking is how people think about the bear is similar to how the fucking Peter Jackson King Kong movie ruined how people think gorillas behave, and also simultaneously convinced them that gorillas would beat a grizzly bear in a fight, and they wouldn't. But
I don't
I
know,
just
dude.
turned it to I knew you're
Look,
I just
listen
wanted to
here,
give you shit.
you motherfucker.
Yeah. It's fine.
A gorilla would definitely win in a fight, dude. Fuck off.
Oh, because he would use his thumbs in a way that nobody's ever seen gorillas do before. But
Dude,
yeah,
listen here, okay?
he'd put him in a fucking guillotine because he fucking
He
the
would
AI
fucking
fed him
suplex
Joe
him.
Rogan podcast
He
episodes
would
for
fucking suplex that grizzly bear. All right, don't you fucking start with me.
So
Look,
dumb.
gorillas have access to YouTube. They've been taking Muay Thai and fucking
We can teach them sign language, so
Taekwondo.
they know fucking jujitsu, dude. Like,
yes. Don't fucking start with me, dude.
Oh man,
Get out of here. They've been training for years for this. They're just waiting
Yeah.
for a grizzly bear to step out of line.
Absolutely, yeah. That's. I'm just saying, if I had a time machine and I could go back to any point in time, I would. Whether this is right or wrong, I would go back to the Coliseum days because they pitted animals versus animals in that thing, and I would
Man.
tell them where to find a grizzly bear because obviously they couldn't find one because they didn't live there.
Yeah.
And I'd tell them where the Congo was and have them go get a fucking gorilla. And we'd make it happen. And I'd
Dude.
make sure people chiseled that into the stone so then thousands and thousands of years later they would know that a grizzly bear just ate the fuck out of a gorilla.
What does the world come to that we can't just make a grizzly bear and a gorilla fight, dude? Come on.
Yeah, just one time.
For science.
Yeah. I mean,
it'd have
we'd
to be
have
more
to have
than
like
once.
we'd have to have Elon Musk money maybe.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, it would have to be more than once. It'd have to be at least 3 times. Because
Yeah.
once is a fluke, Twice.
Yeah, that's right. You gotta
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You gotta get, it has to be a whole series, like best out
Yeah.
of 7 or something, like let's just,
Well, yeah, it's the scientific method, right?
yeah. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
But guess who
All right.
wins 4 times out of 7? Gorilla, all day. Not saying the grizzly won't get lucky.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's
right.
move on to something not it's still kind of dark, I suppose. So I want to talk about TV shows.
Okay.
And I want to start it off with saying that I watched Fallout finally. Took me long enough.
Yeah.
And as I was watching it, I was reminded about how those games are, and I feel like they did a pretty good job of
Okay.
bringing it to life. Like it, very, very similar premise. Like you do kind of just start out not really knowing a whole lot in the vault, and then for some reason you gotta leave, and then you do, and then there's always a town, and there's always some asshole with a cowboy hat. And and no, I really liked it, and I liked how they tied everything together kind of
Yeah.
at the end. I thought that was really well done. And I don't know if it's true or not, but I saw that they were saving the Deathclaw for season 2.
Nice.
So
Okay.
that's like a fucking demonic mutant creature that is
Yeah,
very
I've-
hard to kill. So I didn't know if you knew what it was or not.
So I only know what it is because there's this guy I follow on TikTok who makes clay models of stuff.
Yeah.
And he made a Deathclaw model floating in a tank. And then
like
he was
a little epoxy thing or what?
yeah.
Yeah.
Like he
That's pretty
made
cool.
he made the Deathclaw and then he stuck it in this tank and then he filled it up with clear epoxy and
Yeah.
it looked awesome. It was pretty
I'm
dope. He
pretty
put lights in it.
confident I've followed that same guy because I watch a guy that does a lot of that kind of stuff. But anyway,
Yeah.
so I watched that and I highly recommend to everybody who enjoys a good old apocalyptic kind of thing. And there was a lot of funny moments in it, which I thought was good. It was very well balanced. And my thought from that show is that guy who plays what was his Maximus
Yeah.
should be the replacement for Kang, since they're getting rid of what's his name.
Yeah. Okay.
I think he did a very good job in that show, and I think he has a very similar kind of vibe to Jonathan Majors, so I think he could do pretty good. And then the next show I want to talk about, have you watched Baby Reindeer?
Baby, no, what?
Holy fuck, dude. It is wild. I'm not going to get into all of it because I think you should watch it, but it is pretty fucked up. It's supposed to be like an actual true story based on the guy who's in the actor, the lead actor.
Yeah.
That guy is a comedian. He's British. Or no, I don't know. He's from the UK. And he gets stalked by this woman. Like, he befriends her, and then she starts stalking him, and then his life kind of just goes in this like crazy downward spiral, and it's fucking wild. But there's a lot of really intense stuff in it, so
the name is very misleading.
Yeah, no, I thought so too.
When you said Baby Reindeer, I was like, "Are you watching kids shows now?" Like,
yeah, it comes on after Paw Patrol, and yeah, leave me alone. No, yeah, it's definitely not a kid show. It's not Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer by any means, but it's fucking intense.
Yeah.
So check it out.
Speaking of kid shows, supposedly the season of Bluey that's happening right now is like the last season.
I saw a thing that they said that they're coming back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
well,
they're just taking a little hiatus.
Nice. Yeah. Which, by the way, that is a really good show. Like,
Blues of the shit.
It's so simple and actually very good. Like, it's crazy.
Well, and then like sometimes they just have a fucking thing that just like stabs you in the heart, and you're like, all right, cool, Bluey. Didn't feel like crying at 8 o'clock in the morning, but here we are.
Yeah. No,
you Australian bastard. No, I do like Bluey a lot.
Yeah. My show this week that I'm highly recommending is A Gentleman in Moscow.
Okay.
It stars Ewan McGregor and Mary Elizabeth Winstead. Yeah, there we go.
That's his girlfriend, isn't it?
Yes, and like in real life.
No, in real life. Yeah.
Oh shit! No, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, in the show, they have this weird love interest.
Okay.
Damn, dude, good for you, Ewan.
Yeah. No. Yeah, he's doing all right. Yeah. Just living off all that Star Wars money.
Nice.
Yeah.
But the show is set post like the civil uprising where they right before Stalin like is put in charge.
Oh, so like
kind
of a period piece a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Ewan McGregor is like a count or somebody like he's in the aristocracy.
Okay,
and
gotcha.
When I guess
bad time to be that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he gets like put on house arrest to this hotel.
Oh, okay.
And just like everything that happens, I don't know, like it's done so well. It's done so well. Like at first, the first episode is kind of hard because like they're just throwing a lot of shit at you. Like this is what's going on, and like you're just trying to like, all right, cool, all right. But like once you get past all that information overload in the first episode, like the character, who he is, you get to really see is like how he's like this uppity aristocrat, and how like his life just changes from just living in the hotel. It's done so good. Like
interesting. Yeah,
it's crazy to think that Ewan McGregor is in a fucking TV show, but
well, he was in Fargo in one of the seasons of Fargo.
You're right.
Yeah. He was two people in that season, even. Yeah. Well, I'll check that out. I'll add it to the list. Are you ready for some news stories?
Let's go. Yeah, give me some news.
All right, we're starting off dark. So, do you remember that dress from 2012?
Oh, is it blue or is it yellow or fucking? Oh my god, yeah, that one. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that one. So it was a dude, a Scottish couple, but a dude posted it, and he got all this like remedial fame. Like he got to be on like Ellen DeGeneres, and she gave them like $10,000 and like a fucking vacation in Grenada or something like that, you know, before
Wow.
she was mean. And, um, you know, like a meme level of fame, like notoriety,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
guess I would say. Well, weirdly enough, this guy is, he's fucking strangled his wife, the girl, the lady at that time, like from the lady that went on with him to Ellen. He just got arrested for strangling her. She's alive, but obviously she was scared shitless. But yeah, let's see, he's got a court date scheduled for the 6th of June, but I was like, whoa, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
And just a very interesting, like, tie back to a moment in internet culture, you know?
Yeah, dude. God, I remember that.
I mean, what color is it? Do
That's
you even...
it's white and gold.
No, it's not.
What?
It's legitimately, the dress is actually black and blue.
What?
Yeah.
No, the fuck it's not.
Yeah. So
How?
All right, you see this light spot back here?
Yeah.
Okay, that's your natural light source. That's the window. That is the light. See this
Okay.
right here?
Yeah.
This is an overhead, like, shitty orange halogen inside the store light. And that
Sure.
costs this, like, orangish hue over a black surface. And the blue, I mean, I'll admit, blue, like, light, or white, I guess, when it has a shadow in certain textures will look blue. I mean, that's just
Okay.
how our eyes are perceiving it, but, yeah. It's still obviously very divisive. And the only reason I'm saying so definitively is because I watched a Captain Disillusion video. I don't know if you ever watched that guy,
No.
but all he does is debunk, like, fucking viral web things.
Yeah.
And he's got, like, I can't remember. He's got a degree in special effects from some school, but, like, all he does is debunk shit and teaches you how to do it. And I was like, fuck, if I'm going to talk about this, I should probably watch it. And so I went and watched the video real quick. But yeah, anyway. So he strangled his girlfriend or wife. And in the Reddit section, I forgot that I was going to show you. Here's the actual dress.
That's the actual dress?
Yeah, right there.
That's insane.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy? But I was in the Reddit comment section, and they were like, yeah, dress is black and blue, and now so is his wife. And I was like, oh, God.
Dang. That's great.
Cold-blooded. Hey, do you remember a couple months ago when we talked about those sun bears in Chinese zoo that looked like people? Looked a little like this.
Dude, it's definitely a dude in a bear suit.
Okay, well, a different Chinese zoo is up to some shenanigans. They, you want to see this panda that they have?
Yes. That's a dog.
Yeah, it sure is.
No.
Yeah. Yep, they painted a chow chow and threw fucking panda enclosure. So, before I was, like, skeptical. I was like, I mean, that bear looks suspect as fuck. But, like, now after seeing that was definitely a dude in a bear costume.
Yeah.
There's no way. You can't paint a dog like a panda and expect me to believe.
Dude, I'm opening a zoo.
It would just people and painted dogs or what?
Yeah, people and painted dogs, dude.
Yeah.
Bo can pass as a grizzly bear for sure.
Yeah. He won't. He probably won't win in a fight against a gorilla.
No, he wouldn't. No.
I'll give you that one.
Bo's fatal flaw is he would just start trying to lick them.
Yeah.
You know? Hey, we're friends. And then he's dead.
Yep. Yeah. Have you looked into any about the line in Saudi Arabia?
Wait, what?
The line, you know what
The
I'm talking
line?
about?
No.
So, the line in Saudi Arabia is this proposed fucking super city that is just a fucking line. And the original thing was like 170 kilometers or some shit long in Saudi Arabia. And it's a city that's just a fucking skyscraper that's super long. And then they came back and they're like, actually, it's probably only going to be like 10 miles. Or no, a mile and a half. Went from 105 miles to a mile and a half long, which is hilarious to me. But I was reading about it, and the Saudi forces were given kill orders. They were like, you can kill people if they're occupying land that's in the way of this project.
Oh God.
Yeah. So I think some 6,000 people have been displaced. There's not a number on how many people were killed. But, you know, it's still kind of fucking crazy that they're like, yeah, go ahead. If they're in the way, just fuck shoot them.
Yeah, just fucking murder them, dude.
We got to build this stupid fucking building. So, anyway. Like, it is like a very futuristic kind of like, whoa, what's going on? But it's also stupid. It's supposed to be 500 meters tall, 200 meters wide. So taller than the Empire State Building. And yeah, and then it would be, well, it's a mile and a half long now instead of being 105, but it was going to be like a couple trillion dollars to build this fucking thing. Yeah.
105-mile long building is fucking wild.
Yeah. Yeah. It sounds cool in like a science fiction book, but like in real, like, imagine like something from a science fiction movie or book or whatever that was like, that's pretty fucking cool. And then try to imagine the reality of how that would function and like how quickly the fantasy gets stripped away.
Well, how long would it take to build something like a 105-mile long building? That's got to take fucking 15 years probably, right? Like,
something. Yeah. I imagine it would take quite a while, but especially if you got to keep fucking shooting people that are living in the way. Yeah. So, have you been paying attention to the Kendrick and Drake fucking rap beef, dude?
Dude, it has gotten so, like, it's gotten so out of hand. The last I heard, like, it seems like everyone is in Kendrick Lamar's, like, corner now. And I haven't heard the song that he released to rebuttal Drake's songs. But also, Drake is being sued by Tupac's estate. Yeah.
That was one of the talking points in one of Drake's songs. He's like, you called Tupac's family, tell him to sue me. It's like, or they just wanted to sue you because you suck, dude. I don't know. Yeah. I don't think I even need a whole rap song to, like, refute anything that Drake says. Granted, I have admittedly only ever liked songs that he features in. Like, I don't really like any of his solo stuff, so it's like, all right. I don't really have any skin in the game for him, but yeah, it's not a good look to be like, I don't know, Drake, he called you a pedophile, but I'm still on your side, buddy. Like, it's, you know, kind of hard. Mm-hmm. So, and then there's a shooting at Drake's Toronto house. His security guard, or a security guard, not his, but one that was hired.
Yeah,
like through a, you know, like a fucking system, like a, I don't know, like a company that does that shit. But he's in the hospital, and then I saw a video that was talking about how, like a month or two ago, a security guard at, I can't remember the guy's name, but a dude who is close with The Weeknd, like I think a producer or something.
Okay.
A security guard at his estate was shot, and then the next fucking day, Drake had posted like a picture or a stock image of a roll of like police tape.
Yeah,
and there was a picture from that house where there was a roll of police tape on like a divider wall, like an exterior divider wall,
Yeah.
and people were like, fucking Drake shoot this guy. So it's kind of weird. I don't know really what's going on. I don't want to like be like, yeah, this definitely happened, but like these are just things that have happened simultaneously.
Yeah.
I'll pay attention to it for the people, for the plot. But yeah, anyway, it's very interesting. I don't even know if there's gonna be any more songs, but you know, the last song that Drake put out was like, this was such good practice. Thank you for participating in my practice session, buddy. Anyway,
okay.
I'm not gonna insult you anymore. Like, that's how he ended the song, essentially. So
he just kind of backed off, huh?
Yeah, kind of.
Gracefully.
Yeah.
All right.
So, anyway, he also said, "I'm too famous to be, or I'm too famous. Like if I was a pedophile, you'd know it because I'm too famous." And everybody was like, "Hey, man, that's not a good argument." Like, there are a lot of famous people getting in trouble for very similar things right now. So, I don't know. Maybe use better verbiage, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. That's all I got.
All right. Well, if you made it this far, we'd like to thank you for making it this far. You should check out our store in the link tree. You can get sweet shirts.
Yeah, you can get a shirt like his, or you could think about getting a shirt like mine, but it doesn't exist. So maybe I'll put one on there. I don't know. I need to figure my life out.
It's because he cares more about his other show where he makes cool stuff for that show.
Listen, I haven't posted for that show in like a month, so let's
Oh,
calm
damn.
down.
Okay. All right, well, so there you go. We're just taking vacations out here.
Yeah.
We'd also
School's
like
rough,
to,
dude.
We'd also like to apologize for the 2-week gap between the last episode and this one. I was insanely sick last weekend.
Oh, sickly boy.
I just got back from Alaska, and Natalie had to nurse me back to somewhat decent health. So,
The way you phrase that makes it sound like Alaska made you sick.
dude,
so.
it had to have been the fact that it was so like the
sun never sets.
The sun never sets there, dude. It is so wild to be sitting in your in your fucking hotel room, and like you're on the couch watching TV, and you're like, you're not even looking at your phone. You're like, oh, well, it's light outside. It can't be late.
It's gotta be like 7, 8
it's
maybe.
like 7:45.
2 a.m.
yeah. And I look at my phone. It's 11:20. It's like I gotta go to bed. Like right now.
That shit fucked me up when we were in Alaska, because we would leave the bar and it would be like 1:32 in the morning and there's still light on the horizon. It's like, what the fuck is this place? I hate it. Anyway, sorry.
No, you're good. All right, let's see. This week's Am I the Asshole? Am I the asshole for confronting my girlfriend for photoshopping pictures?
Oh, all right.
So I, male 20, took pictures of my girlfriend, female 19, in a bathing suit because I'm a photographer, and she posted them, and I noticed that they didn't look the same, so I compared the original, and it was Photoshopped.
Okay.
I asked her about it in a nice way, and she said no repeatedly. Finally, she caved and told me that she caved and told me that I told her how that made me upset. Okay, that's worded
Bad
terribly.
writing.
Yeah. Mainly about the fact that she lied to me. I don't agree with her doing that, and she knew that beforehand too. Since a few days earlier, we both were laughing and criticized people that do it.
Oh,
she expressed it because she's insecure, and I get that, and I gave her the spiel. Oh, I don't think it's how you spell that, but all right. That she's gorgeous and perfect before the Photoshop, but then questioned why she would lie to me, and she said it was because she knew I'd get upset and didn't want to hear about it. That's fair. I do that too. So then I brought up how it affects my trust in her, and she got very upset and claimed that this was something very small and she wouldn't lie about something big, which just sits wrong with me. She has been very open and honest about loyalty and stuff like that, so I'm not worried she's lying about big things, but I don't know what to do. Preface.
Yeah.
I have some trust issues from my parents and past relationships. She knows this and still lied straight to my face about it. This just happened 30 minutes ago, and she's taking a nap. She's taking a nap, upset now, while I'm upstairs now. I think you meant to say upstairs. She's taking a nap upstairs now while I'm in the living room and I don't know what to do next. Am I the asshole for confronting her and telling her my trust in her has gone down?
Well, let me start this off by... is there an edit?
Yeah, edit. She photoshops the colors, skin, wrinkles, and stuff normal photographers do, but she photoshopped her waist and boobs and lied to me about that part.
All right. Well, this is such a 20-year-old problem. Like, this is so fucking childish. Like, the way that this dude was fucking describing this, I'm like, just let it go, man. Like,
Yeah.
If she wants to do that, that's her prerogative. Like, I guess, obviously, like, she's got some insecurities that she's dealing with, but for him to just be like, so upset about this is hilarious to me.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
it's very funny.
Well, she lied to me about it. Well, yeah, because it's embarrassing for her. Like, why would she not lie about that?
Yeah.
And why do you care so much, I guess? Like,
Yeah.
whatever. Like,
I don't know.
if that little thing makes her happy, let her do it. It's not a big deal.
I don't know. In this day and age, man, like, almost no picture is a natural picture anymore.
Yeah. Everything is so, like, filtered and, like, even your phones automatically do it in some fucking cases. Like, I see the ad for the goddamn Google Pixel whatever, and it's like, hey, you fucking hate how your phone makes you ugly? Take a picture with this one, and it makes you look nice. Like, and it fixes everything for you with the AI. And it's like, or we could just be honest about it.
Yeah, no, it is. It's just like that.
Yeah.
That's like with the Aurora Borealis that was here last night. I don't know how my phone was doing it, but you'd hold your phone up and take a picture, and it would be black. And then you'd go to the photo album, and then it would be these crazy fucking pictures. I posted them on Facebook. They're wild. Like, you could not see that shit in the sky at all.
Yeah.
Unless you took a picture with your phone.
It's probably just, like, if you... So what you're saying is you were holding your phone up, not having clicked anything, but you're just letting the camera look.
Yeah.
And as that, it was dark.
Yeah.
But then you click the picture, and then when you go into the gallery, then it looked bright.
Yeah, yeah.
So
then you could see like these crazy colors and whatever else.
Yeah. I mean, that's just the camera absorbing light through that camera shot. Like, that's like you taking the picture. It like, I don't think it's automatically editing it for you, but it is doing stuff your eyeball cannot.
Exactly, though. That's what I'm saying, though.
I did see that, like, there are plenty of people who took the pictures of the Aurora Borealis and then fucking amped up the saturation to make it even more. So, and you can tell, especially on the bad ones, when they're doing that. But, like, some shit, like, fucking Snapchat's notorious for all accidentally, like, fucking just barely graze the screen, and it's like 3 filters down. Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck? I don't want this, dude. Like,
and tell me why every Snapchat filter gives you eyelashes.
Because it's sexy, obviously. It's a hot look, dude.
You're a hot look, right?
Yeah, no, I don't know. It's weird, and like, some of them are obviously very funny, but it's like a lot of them, like, you can, like, if you turn your camera around fast enough, you can see what the filter does to your face real quick.
Yeah, yeah.
And so it, like, you know, thins up your chin and your cheeks, and, you know, it brightens your eyes up, and you're like, whoa, all right, hold on.
Yeah.
Kill the witch. Yeah, but circling back to the actual am I the asshole, I mean, I don't think the way that this guy handled it was good. Did the people think he's an asshole?
Yeah, 52%.
Yeah, I kind of figured that would happen. What's the percentage of everybody's the asshole?
2%.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It's 52. You're the asshole. 45, not the asshole.
That's pretty even.
2%. Everyone is.
Yeah.
Which I don't really feel like she's an asshole for that. Everyone does that. Everyone edits their photos now. Like, I would venture to say that anyone like under the age of 40 is editing photos. Like, there's not like it's not a.
Well, and like even if you're not editing photos, how many retakes are you doing? How many different poses are you trying to get to just get that angle just right so you look, you know, it's it's all fiction. But I think that I don't know. Maybe it's just a photographer thing. Like, this guy got like all butthurt about it.
Yeah, definitely.
And it just is very on brand for photography. Why, babe? Why don't you tell me you Photoshopped? You're gonna make me look bad. I don't know. I could see it either way. Like, obviously, I don't think he's like a giant asshole. But maybe be nicer to your girlfriend who's dealing with like her insecurities and her, you know, body potential dysmorphia or whatever is going on, where she feels the need to Photoshop. Maybe talk to her about these things in depth instead of coming at her as aggressively as, why would you lie to me about Photoshop? I can tell.
Now I don't trust you anymore.
Yeah, like dangling that, oh, I don't trust you anymore. Like, it's such a, like I said, it's such a 20-year-old fucking like way to behave.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're not gonna tell me the truth? Guess I don't trust you anymore. And when we have recess, I'm not gonna swing with you.
Nope.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'd like to thank our friends, the Real Creature feature, the Macabre Emporium. No.
Yeah.
It is cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
You did it.
Nice. Also, the Society of Cryptid Hunters, which they just put out a new episode. They put them out weekly, so just keep track.
Yeah.
And then also little known, lesser, not as popular as this show, the Remedial Scholar.
Yeah, whenever that fuckface gets back to putting out shit. And it's like, it is, now that I'm almost done with school, I'm so excited because I like can feel the fucking weight lifting off of my shoulder. Like, I don't like to fucking make it like super obvious that I'm like, I got shit that I'm stressed out about. But I am excited to be done because I'm like, woo, like we've fucking light at the tunnel, and I'm gonna have time for so many things, so many video games. But
take that trip that I gave you money for too.
Bad news on that front, I'll tell you.
Oh no. Okay. All right.
Yeah. Is that it?
That's it.
All right. I've had enough. Peace out, bitches.
Tip your bartender.